Sounds good.
So it's amazing, yeah. They've banned the Nidalee Rumble and Nunu and Twisted Fate, Vladimir and Zillion. It's a good job they've not banned anyone. So Vane's actually been picked by Chaos. We saw Vane against Zan, which obviously Team SoloMid have lost to Zan now. Big upset, that one.
Oh yeah, very big upset. And so they're
CLG.
not out of it. I mean, they can still come back here, but I don't really know how the tournament brackets work because I wasn't paying attention to it. But it's I know tomorrow's the best of threes, and then we'll have the final matches on Monday. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to best of threes as well. I mean, best of one's good, group stage is good, and the fact that we've had so many qualifiers, etc., have made the group stages good. But best of threes really kind of set teams apart because suddenly you see someone play excellent on one game, they'll get counter banned, and then they'll forget about it when it comes to the third game, and they go, "Oh no, why didn't you ban that guy?" And suddenly there's it's a whole mess, which is kind of what happened at the World Cyber Games. Obviously, with Twisted Fate was. Where the German team, SK team, dominated, or I wear a cape in real life, or whatever they're called.
oh yeah, they did a really good job though. I have to admit.
Yeah, and then obviously Twisted Fate was counterbanned out of both the last two games, and CLG kicked back and dominated really after that. But it's interesting that Twisted Fate's kind of been the dominant player for pretty much since then. Everybody plays him since then, whereas I don't think a lot of people really took note of him, did they, before that?
Yeah, it just has to do with the fact that he can be anywhere on the map and turn any 2v2 into a 2v3 and whatever else the case while still pushing and now he's not the strongest team fight champion, but if he can get himself fed by doing those things, then he'll be able to push towers down and do some decent amount of damage. Like if he goes AP Twisted Fate and you get a couple kills and you're able to pick up a Death Cap and a Lich Bane before too long, you're going to that's a lot of burst. You can deal with most people.
So, Big Fat GG going to Nivea this time, so that's a little bit more normal than... how's he going to go? Interesting that Zillion got banned in there. So
It's not, actually.
No?
No, because Reginald plays an amazing Zillion.
Right, I see, so it's another counter ban.
Yep. Vlad and Zillion are both, actually all three of those champions banned are Reginald bans, so
Fear
going anti-Reggie here.
Yeah. Hotshot GG is probably going to switch with St. Vicious there, I guess. Actually, no, Chowster's going to switch with St. Vicious. Chowster will switch with... So Elements is going to be on Sona, I'm guessing. So who will be picked for Hotshot to play? Because St. Vicious is now switched from Swain to Malzahar there. Malzahar should be banned every game, I think.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He's strong.
Oh, that's a strong team, SoloMid team. That's a strong team right there.
They've got a lot of tanky deeps. They've got enough. Okay, so here's...
a lot of snowball champions there as well.
You've got a Chaos is going to be completely safe behind his team, and that's what you need. When you play Vayne, you just want to have a team that can just stand there and be in everyone else's way so you can just boom, 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 just wreck people as much as possible. Pop your ultimate and get as many hits off before it wears off as possible, because the ultimate is what makes Vayne extremely strong. It's not just that she can roll around and things like that. It's the fact that when she pushes her ultimate, she becomes unstoppable beast mode, essentially. So...
Yeah, so Corky the final pick. I guess that's switching over to Chowster. So Chowster's going to be Corky. I imagine we're going to see the rotations, unless they're going to cut away.
St. Vicious is going to be the... Chowster may actually do...
Why do they do that when they're clearly going to be transferring?
I don't know. They need to see their pretty mugs, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Some random dude in the background. That makes sense. So here we go, going into the match, and we know that... we could see a level 1 fight here, but I'm not sure. I think that the odd ones with his passive could potentially put... I don't know. I definitely would not want to level 1 fight Team SoloMid right now with an Alistar and with a Nocturne. I don't feel like the CLG has anything to really fight them with. They don't have any stuns other than possibly an Anivia, but yeah, not good.
It's strange how the team competition has completely changed for CLG as well, because obviously we saw them with so overly tanky teams before, and now they've just gone completely the opposite and don't really have tanks at all of any form really, other than the fact that obviously Warwick's going to be a little bit tanky, but and Sona's going to have this stun, but there's not really anything else in there, is there? Whereas you'd say, obviously, look at Alistair is pretty tanky. Jarvan's going to be very tanky as well. There's a lot of damage as well, a lot of burst damage from Chaos and Annie and Nocturne. So Team
Well, I
Solomid
have to
for
say
me,
that yeah, you're right. I mean, I have to say that even though they don't have the tanks, they've got the champions to deal with the tanks. So they're going to have Malzahar is going to be able to handle the tanks very well, if as long as he doesn't get interrupted by Alistar, I guess. So
I think SoloMid have completely outpicked them here myself, but I've been wrong before, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think picks wise, I just can't see anything. This is a pretty mean team, it looks like. Malzahar versus Jarvan going to be the top lane. Annie versus and Nivea in mid. That's going to be Big Fat GG versus Reginald in mid. So we'll keep our eyes on that one. And down the bottom, it's going to be Alistair and Vayne versus Corki. And Alistair already coming around the side there, going to try and get a flying headbutt onto Chowster by the looks of it. Is already positioning for it. And Janus, I mean, the thing is, he doesn't really have the amazing damage there. Nice little poke there from the odd one.
Oh,
already
counter
coming
jungle
around, getting straight on there. Going to go for him for the head. Get the pulverized down. Double exhaust going down there, but Chowster's taking very low. I don't know whether he's going to get finished off. He will do. First blood drawn already. He's going to have to back away. The minions are also on him. Sona's not going to be able to finish him off, and that's going to be a nice first blood from SoloMid.
that's awesome. Yeah, it's funny because he was kind of just solo in the lane. They obviously knew that Alistar was somewhere on the map, but I guess they did not expect him to be just sneaky coming around from the bush like that. So it was a really good job of him to wait until he was level 2 to come in, and it was just perfect timing. So it was good play overall, and you definitely don't want to give that feed to Chaos as he is on Vayne, and that's what's happening though.
Yeah, so how's it going to work out up top here? I mean, we've got the Rayman on Jarvan versus Hotshot on Malzahar, and Malzahar's kind of can go into free farm zone. Obviously, we're getting an early stun here. Big Fat GG going to try and pop the egg possibly. Hasn't bothered. Oh, very nearly popping the rebirth already there. It's a Reginald.
Yeah, that health potion.
Yeah,
right.
Just about keeping him in there. So you know he's gonna try and pop it. He doesn't want to use his flash up. I guess he has got it. Yeah, you don't want to waste flash yet because obviously he's gonna have rebirth, but. Warwick also pretty low at blue at the moment. Oh, he's just going to pick that up. That's no problem. He's just farming.
He'll be fine, and so Reggie's going to be able to zone him out quite well with that stun, and actually he's going to get the stun off. I feel like he pretty much got this lane 1 until Anivia hits level 6, which, you know, of course, Annie gets strong at 6 too, but at the same time, I mean, I think it's going to be stronger for the Anivia because she can just kind of zone out with a little frost pool thing, whatever her ult is called. I don't know what it's called.
I'm going to keep my eye on the viewer limits as well, because I think it's going to implode.
On the viewer limit?
Yeah,
Let's see where we're at. We're at about 163,000 viewers. Woo!
So apparently the record at the moment is 750,000, so we're a little bit far off that. Which is
750,000 from what?
Korean StarCraft, of course.
Oh,
but bear in mind it's like a national TV program. And that's not surprising. This isn't a national TV.
This is not.
No, this is not even anywhere near the same level as StarCraft. You know, the amount of years that it's been around StarCraft, but in comparison to the current Western world games, it's by far the biggest, I think.
Mm-hmm. So barring Korean TV, like actual TV, it's the biggest event live streamed on the internet, anyways. You know, so good deal. So it looks like overall everyone's kind of playing it safe. We don't see too much action going on. We did see some counter jungle action trying to go down on the ward, but he literally was just like, I don't care, and he just kept attacking those minions and then walked away. Other than that, we got the first blood down bottom. Let's see if they can continue with that strength. I think that it feels like Alistar would want to roam a little bit here. Like they almost have the team comp where they can handle that, but at the same time, since Sona is going to stay in the lane, you can't win against a Corki as Vayne. I mean, you're just getting outranged. That's the one thing. Like Vayne's actually not as good against other.
They've switched lanes as well. I don't know if you noticed that. They've Reginald and Hotshot, and Big Fat GG have switched lane.
Ah, you're right.
So Malzahar and Ivia has gone switched up top, which, I mean, I know he's getting harassed and pushed quite badly, but surely when he hits 6, he'd be able to just farm as well. I don't know why they've done that kind of thing, but I guess they both went back to buy at the same time. Maybe, okay, let's discuss it and do this.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's going to work out for him anyways because um, I don't know where did Tink Vicious just come from. It's like he just came behind. I guess he decided not to put any pressure on Annie at all. He didn't want to get caught in any bad positions, but it almost looked like he was trying to come up for a gank or something of that nature. And I think that once this Nocturne hits 6, which he hasn't really, other than the, oh, okay, we're going to have a big push into the wall. Elements is getting exhausted. However, I don't know if this is going to finish him off or not. If we can get a roll from Chaos who gets stuck on minions. Nope, got stuck on minions, wasn't able to actually chase him down after that. That was really close. Very close.
And he's going to back away and take it. And, well, CS-wise, you can see that it's, the advantage is already building in favour of Team SoloMid. Like we said, that's obviously in mid-farming. He did have that advantage, and it's showing 46 to was 28. Now it's obviously Malzahar switched up to 31. Jarvan actually is still fairly even. He's obviously Anivia's almost certainly going to pick up the farm now that it's took top and has gone 6. I'm guessing is 6 now. Yeah, it has gone 6. So he's just going to farm quite easy, free farm almost against Jarvan. Surely Jarvan's just going to be dragon striking and trying to get last hits in there. He's going to really be kept at distance, and he seems to be struggling against Nivea. So maybe the switch up is working quite well.
It's true. I mean, Nivea can handle melee champions very nicely just because they have to walk through a big pool of slow and then get stunned and then get,
they're going to go for him here. They're going to dive in, and surely that's going to pop Rebirth right on the tower. They need to be careful.
Look at that damage going down. Jeez. He was able to burst her down from full and just like basically a combo.
So that was all just about Rebirth. They just wanted to pop Rebirth. They didn't dive for the kill out in the egg or anything. They just purely wanted to take Rebirth out of the picture. I think it was just the Q at the end that did it as well from Nocturne. I can never remember what that skill's called. The Q that throws the black train that makes him go faster. Oh, we're going to have a ulti suppress in there and a double suppress. Reginald's the target. Will he go down? He's going to ulti. Oh, what a great burst from Reginald there.
Amazing. And he gets away as well. No, he doesn't.
Taken down. Crazy burst on St. Vicious there. I don't think he was quite expecting that, St. Vicious. That was some massive burst. That was a full balls out. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me style.
And he did. He almost got away with it too. If it could have been just like a minion attack or something. I don't know what killed him there. But geez, that's I'd say Reginald played that very nicely. Wow.
So we're just saying Annie's going to go up on Elements' tier list.
No, right?
That's
funny.
So Vayne continues to try the last hit down the bottom here. The tower's going to maybe try and steal a bit. They need to just hit them after the tower, which is exactly what he's doing, and that's why I'm explaining it, because he's going to know better than me. 59 CS to Vayne compared to 43 for Corky. So actually out CSing down the bottom there, 2-1 in kills. And just about 1k ahead in gold, which is really that first blood kill difference.
1k in gold is a pretty big deal. I mean, it's not going to be a big of a deal later on in the game, but right now it's just a start to a future. Whoever gets this dragon, that's going to be a pretty big deal as well. Not the other thing that we're not showing here is, I mean, we show gold, but once you get dragons and things like that, if other people run, that gives you lots of extra experience, and getting the towers gives a significant amount of experience as well. So yeah, obviously TSM is going to pick up this first dragon, now going to be a dragon up and a kill up as well. So that's going to be a huge deal for them, 190 gold per champion. So just jumped up to 12.1k to 10. That's 2k advantage now. Pretty nice overall. And let's look at the items here. Let's see.
Annie at the top. Is he going to have a look at it? He will do. He's going to come around the back side of Big Fat GG. Will manage to get the ulti down on himself. He's going to try and go away. Where is he going? He's going to get egg popped. No, I don't know.
He's stuck in the tower.
Yeah, I don't know why he bothered even going that way. We're dragging it out maybe on Annie there. I don't know. We're hoping that some help would come, but yeah, taken down pretty easy there.
So yeah, I guess he was a little bit extended there and wasn't expecting any gank from behind, which, yeah, you got to expect everything, and they had an ward there to prevent that. We now have the odd one on Nocturne. Is going to be level 6, so we could see some pretty nasty ganks if they're not careful. As far as map control, they have wards, and looks like the right spots for him, those little triangle areas and the river. But we'll see if it actually catches a glimpse of him before he's able to ult in. And there's a ping, too. They just saw that Warwick, I guess.
Yeah, so Jarvan coming down. Hotshot GG is continually farming in mid here. Yeah, it's up to 74 CS already, 72 for Annie. So he's actually farming pretty well. And Nivea, meanwhile, up top, obviously he's been just taken down. He's still not that far ahead of Jarvan, which I kind of expected. Actually, as I say that, he just takes down a complete creep wave and jumps about 6. But yeah, it's still fairly even between those two lanes. The bottom lane is having that slight advantage. In fact, it's a big advantage. So 81 to Corky's 57 because Corky got taken down. So yeah, that's a big difference. He's gone triple. Sorry, Doran's hasn't gone save for the BF sword, which sometimes kind of works, but obviously getting more the hit points than anything at this stage of the game. And obviously going to be a lot of quick last hits in there from Jarvan. That's exactly what you should be doing. Slap that Demacia standard down and get all them last hits.
And as you can see, like Nocturne, he's looking for a gank opportunity here by standing there, but I don't think he's going to get it. And I don't know, did they know that Warwick's there? Yeah. I don't think they knew that there's no way he didn't know that Warwick was there in that bush. So Rayman's probably going to get taken out right here. And there he is. Yeah, he's getting taken out. So Nocturne tried to go in and help with a fear. It just was not enough with all of the slow and the stun and all that good stuff, especially after the flash and Q. It looked like that's what the Warwick was able to do. Now, bottom lane, I think... No, never mind. I thought that I was looking at the green dots coming in there, but they don't have anything coming up. All right, so TSM's doing okay. They're able to stay ahead by 1 kill. Still 2K gold advantage. No towers down yet, though. That's interesting. We're at 12 minutes in and no towers down. So both teams are playing quite well at defending the towers. I'm curious who's going to lose the first one, though.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see whether we switch to the more American style, which you do see between these two teams is where they stay in lane for a lot longer. They're like 25 minutes. They'll sometimes just stay in lane. I remember seeing a lot of that in the qualifiers and before that in the NESL stuff that you yourself did. You know, they stay in lane for so long, really, compared to they don't even transfer into mid game. In fact, CLG probably not quite so bad for that, but certainly some of the American teams that I've seen out there, Rock Solid and Unrestricted maybe as well. Unrestricted, yeah. They tend to do it. They tend to stay around for a long time. But the farming wise, yeah, like you say, that 2K is quite a big deal early on. There we go. BF sword now on Vayne, so that roll is going to be really doing quite a lot of critical hit damage from it, which is going to really quite hurt. I'm going to be interested to see where Alistair's going down the bottom here. Whether he's going to try and get a gank opportunity. There wasn't any wards in bush in river.
Yeah, they saw him actually. If you look at that one where there's a red one there's actually a green one right on top of it.
Ah, right, I see. That'd be why we can't see it then. But yeah, I mean, it's at the moment pretty even. I still think TSM are going to
win. They're doing well. They're already ahead, and I mean, you give TSM any kind of advantage, and it's going to be very hard to strip that from him. I've rarely seen TSM make mistakes of losing leads. Of course, the Zen game they never had a lead to begin with. So, I mean, that's kind of the way to beat TSM is to win the early game. You know.
Going back to that Jarvan face check and doing a double lift, as it were. Well, I don't understand why he didn't Demash your standard into it, because if you're ever uncertain, it's like a free check. I didn't know why he just went straight in, especially when Big Fat GG was stood right there. So it was like if there was anyone there, then yeah, you were dead, which is exactly what happened.
I guess he just wasn't expecting the Warwick to be there. It was kind of sneaky. I mean, you don't. That's why that type of gank is really strong coming up instead of from the river, coming from the tower and going behind into the bushes. That's usually one of the strong ganks. It's harder to predict that or to even expect it.
Yeah, the old one's not had much success in his gank, and you saw him just. You can see him still hanging there at the top. He's hoping to get a pop onto
I get it right here.
Big Fat GG. Yeah, and the fact the tower is going to go down. There we go. So whether he's going to try and go for the gank, yes, he will do. Go in there, but Jarvan had already pulled away. Raman's got. He already dragged away, and that didn't work. There was no communication between the team there. Don't know what they were thinking, but he'd been hanging there waiting for it. You thought since the tower went down, they were going to go for it. Instead, they've just lost the tower, didn't get a gank, and didn't get anything from it.
Sorry about that.
So Manamune on Corky as well. You can see the BF sword. Wriggles Oh, Nocturne kind of expected. Pretty standard stuff. You know, the usual builds. Annie just buying a needlessly large rod there, so getting up towards that Rabadon's Death Cap. Hotshot now switched with an Anivia again. So Hotshot now in the safety zone of pushing an empty lane. Is possibly going to come down and maybe have a look at blue. Maybe see if I would be amazed if he actually goes for the steal there. You can see the ward there. Oh, it's because Team SoloMid are going for the dragon, which is why they're coming down. Everybody's suddenly descending down the river, and they're going to have to back out of that one. Oh, just about. That's going to
dangerous.
That's going to do enough damage on the special to back out, and surely they're just going to take the dragon for their own now. They're going to take the blue first, by the looks of it. And with so much damage done to special, he's going to not really be involved in the fight, but are they just going to buy this chance to cover off the tower? Yeah, they're going to have to cover off the tower. Meanwhile, Malzahar, Hotshot is pushing that mid lane, so keep your eye on that one. You can see he's continually pushing on that bottom tower. Is surely going to go down, though. Team SoloMid, and Jarvan is going to slide it in there. Dragon Strike on. That's going to be Saint Vicious going down very quickly as well. Popped there. Annie and Chaos did mention the burst damage that they're going to have. They have got the cover, and wow, that was pretty crazy burst damage. So if anyone gets caught, they're effectively dead now, I think, from now on. Because that, like we said, that BF sword is Annie's also. Reginald has built up the nearly built up the Rabadon's Death Cap already, so a lot of burst damage early on. So that blue turret, the mid turret, does go down. Hotshot did take it down, so trading a turret for turret really, and just the one kill. But the
dragon
picking up the dragon, yeah, which has really put the advantage on, which is now why they're 3k ahead in gold, and steadily increasing.
So it's looking pretty good. I mean, TSM, like I said, it's just slowly snowballing ahead. Now they've only got a tower, and it's actually even on towers. It looks like the top towers actually, they're going to lose a lot of experience right there. So that's unfortunate for them. But either way, if they can get down those next two towers, I think they're going to win the game pretty easily. Otherwise, it's I don't know. It's still anyone's game. No one's actually won this. They just have a slight lead currently. And I don't know what's going on here, but I guess I just have an intuition they're going to try and ward this up. Let me see. Do they have any wards? Yeah, they got one ward, so they're probably going to ward this up, take their jungle, and see if they can bait out possibly a. I don't think they're going to do Baron. I don't know. I feel like they're a little too low for that, but they could possibly. No, they're going to be. So there's the ward, and kind of a weird placement. Maybe just trying to be out of range of a pink.
They double warded it as well, which is even stranger.
Yeah, well, one of them's out of the range of a pink ward, but then again, they've got an oracles anyway, so I don't know if they're expecting that to not be seen.
50 gold, thanks very much.
Yep, there it goes. Just lost all their... Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so
the funny thing is they could have put it way in the back if they wanted to, but I guess they don't expect them to do Baron this early. It is kind of low, and I don't know if they would be able to do it safely anyways. It would be actually not in their favor to do Baron, because they would probably lose.
Yeah, it's a pretty early Baron, and they're still fairly even in the team fights, despite the kill advantage and the gold advantage. There's not really been a team fight, so we don't know how it's going to work out. Personally, I think obviously with the team makeup that TSM have, I think they're going to be the stronger. I don't think we're going to see Special making the mistakes that we've possibly seen some of the game. Alistair doing I think it was Xylor was playing Alistair, getting caught out obviously by the Ash arrow, which was what really triggered it, what took him out of the fight so early on. But I don't think there's not really anyone there that can do that. Obviously Anivia can maybe try and do something, but there's nobody that can completely take Alistair out of the fight, because there's no way that Malzahar is obviously going to waste his suppress on him. There's no way St. Vicious is going to waste it on him. So they're going to have that 3-man up top. We can see also coming around the side is Alistair. They're maybe going to try and go. He's going to walk straight in towards Warwick actually in that bush. He has now walked into him. We're not seeing it with the ping in the map. You think you'd actually show the damn thing, but the top tower taken down, and Alistair getting bullshit. Almost certainly put a headbutt onto one of them there, I think. But that's the top tower pretty much taken down for free.
Yeah, that was not too bad. They got the top tower, so only one tower left, but that pretty much evens it up, because CLG obviously did take that one tower. So they're doing a really good job of keeping the game even as far as towers are concerned, and that is important. So I think that as long as CLG continues to match them tower for tower, they have a really strong chance of still winning this if a team fight goes bad. Now, the main thing is going to be if somebody gets caught out of position with the odd one, and then Chaos is able to go in there and run in and finish them off. That could be really bad. However, on the other hand, if somebody gets caught with the double suppress of Warwick and Malzahar, I mean, they're basically taken out of the fight completely. We'll just have to see if they can actually continue to pull that off.
There's another hero name for you, Warwick and Warwick. Warwick. I actually grew up in Warwick for 20 years, so I call it Warwick.
Warwick, okay.
Yeah, Warwick in Warwick Castle, all that sort of thing. But it's one of those US UK English typey things, like say, tomato, all that sort of malarkey.
There you go. Fair enough.
So looking at builds, we can see the Bloodthirster now is complete on Vayne. Vayne is the combo of Nocturne, Vayne, and Annie is crazy amounts of burst. So anyone that gets locked on, it's almost certainly going to go down. It's whether how they handle the rest of the abilities there, how they handle the rest of the heroes as well. So Sonnet sneaking down to put a ward down. So many times people get caught doing that. Actually didn't get the ward down either. Just had the oracles looking for the. Did he take the ward out in the river? I didn't see whether he did. Are they going to go? No, they're just going to clear it out. They see the one at the back there.
Yeah, taking out the wards.
Oh, they did actually aggro it there.
That was silly.
Yeah, that was
okay. Let's take a lot of damage. That sounds like a good plan. Boop! It's actually going for Vayne. It hits up Alistar. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. So
indirect. Let's look at the CS. So 149. Both on. That's interesting. It's the same exact CS on Vayne and Malzahar. So. Annie's the next one at 142. They're actually keeping it pretty even, from what I can tell. So. There's not any huge advantage other than I guess you could say that Anivia, Malzahar, and Corki are all kind of fairly even, whereas you've got Jarvan a little bit behind on that. But yeah, as far as gold per 5, we got only 1 gold per 5 on looks like CLG's only got 1 gold per 5 on each of their champions, whereas, of course, the Jarvan's going to have his 3 gold per 5s. I mean, pretty standard. And he's going to go for, I'm guessing, okay, I don't know if he's going to go for a Trinity eventually.
Press was used in there. I just saw the...
Oh, it's immediately destroyed.
Oh, but why did he use his ulti? So, wasted ulti there from the odd one. As they all backed away the minute... Nobody went for it, and he has flashed in there and absolutely imploded on towards Big Wow. GG. Put the Rebirth down, and Rebirth now the egg taken down as well. Just as somebody else escaping, remember, Nocturne's ulti was used, so could really been useful in this fight. Hotshot GG is going to go down. That's going to be a 4-man kill, so 4 for 0. That was completely destroyed. And wow, that's going to be in Team SoloMid. Yeah, they're going straight up for Baron, and there's absolutely nothing Chaz can do about it other than maybe try and put a ulti rocket across and try and get a steal. That's about all he's going to attempt to do. He is going to come around the side there, and the odd one needs to be careful. He's been taken down pretty low. He could easily get the double ultis going straight in there. Oh, nearly put the damage down on him, and they are going to back out of the fight as Chausta gets very aggressive.
No. He's going to try and come in here for an extra kill, and he actually ends up getting destroyed.
Yeah,
so getting a little cocky there, thinking that he can actually pull off the amount of damage at time, but since he was knocked up by the Rain Man there, just wasn't able to handle it. So bad play on his part, getting greedy like that, but at least he was able to push that Baron away. Now they're gonna have to get back there quick because technically, well, I don't know if Corki would have lived, they could have technically ran up and tried to take that Baron or baited out or something of that nature. But I think that was a really bad move on his part. It was not necessary for him to do that. So.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what they could have done. We saw it with CLG versus SK, I think, the other day, one of their scrims. SK won the team fight and then sort of half-heartedly went for Baron, had to got forced away from it, which meant CLG could immediately go straight in as SK were forced away from it. They went straight in, stole the Baron, and then went straight down and took the in-hit because obviously they got the Baron buff. So despite losing a team fight, you know, they had because they all came back full hit points, and there was what, 3 TSM that were all on absolutely nothing. So if Chausta had just stayed and maybe kept ultiing through there instead of diving for the kill, forced them away, yeah, like you said, they could have easily gone for Baron there.
Exactly. And I'm curious what curious who they were showing there. I know that's one of the TSM members, but I'm not sure if that's
Oh, in the bottom corner, you mean?
Probably special, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's who it was. We haven't seen it before. So 9-2 up in kills. And what, 5k? Nearly 6k gold. That's a huge advantage now. And what are we looking at item-wise? Anything crazy out there? Jarvan's actually gone Quicksilver Sash.
Except for Satchel and Jarvan. Interesting. So that's not necessarily bad. I mean, they're all suppressed, so it makes sense.
Yes. I guess he's
Just
avoiding the. Maybe if he gets a stun from Anivia or something. I don't know. Maybe anyone really. I guess since he is kind of the interrupter and basically protecting Vayne, he feels that maybe if he does get stunned up and then they try and dive on someone squishy, he can quickly use it and go across. But it's not an item I normally to use on Jarvan.
yeah, I don't think that they would really want to suppress Jarvan though.
No,
So
no, not at all.
like if they suppress Jarvan, I'd be happy. I think that would be ineffective.
Yeah,
An
wasting it.
effective
Yeah.
waste of their stuff. So, what else we got here? Vayne's actually pulling quite far ahead. She's Malzahar's kind of keeping up too, but the fact that she's got 4-0-3, that's gonna be kind of telling of how this game is going with Vayne being such a snowball champion. So, I don't,
Well, when we saw them picked, we knew there was. I mean, the fact that Nocturne and Vayne are both full-on snowball heroes, aren't they? If they get fed, then they can be lethal. Um, and not so much fed, but they just won the fights, and the TSM are clever enough to leave it for the last hits. But meanwhile, we're getting a double tower push here. I think we're going to have a race for the base possibly, and they're going to pull back instead. CLG possibly going to take down this inner. Are they going to continue pushing? Special has dropped. That's a little unfortunate.
oh, that's what happened.
Which, well, actually, they're going to have two continuous. So there's three going to come and defend. Meanwhile, the odd one, no, they're going to all pull back now. So they actually lost to the outer and the inner turret, which I don't think they were ready for that. So good push from CLG here. They're going to continue pushing on the
It's not good.
base turret, yeah, which is a little nasty there. So Special is back now. But yeah, a bit of damage put on there. So kind of taking advantage of that 4v5. That's quite nasty.
Yeah, that's too bad that that had to happen. I guess
And
at
Baron as
least,
well.
yeah. Oh, I don't think they're gonna be able to get Baron
No.
now. Not possible. That's too dangerous. The funny thing is, he didn't see that ward. Okay, yeah, they just left that ward there. Surprised he didn't see that.
I don't know whether they didn't see it, whether they were trying to get the kills, where they were just trying to force them away, whether they're going to go back and go okay, or just the fact that they're not there, so it don't matter. They're actually going to push straight across towards this bottom inner turret now, so that's what they're
Yeah,
going
they
to
can take
steal
it.
the blue. Yeah, I think they could take it if they were moving quick enough. They're hoping that they're going to catch someone coming across, but surely CLG are not that stupid to come across that way. I mean, you'd get it in your solo game, but surely not in this sort of DreamHack $100,000 tournament style. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea, anyways. And I think that's it's nice that they took the blue because you really don't want to have a blue on Anivia because she's just going to be able to hold her ultimate down at all times. Not good. Not good.
They kind of failed. They stole the blue buff, but lost the minion wave on that tower, so they didn't get any hits on the tower. I mean, while you can see Chowster here going to get... Oh, he's going to strip a good four. In fact, he's going to take that tower because nobody's moved across for it. Meanwhile, the odd one is going to dive in, which means, yeah, Chowster's going to get a free tower here and possibly an inhibitor as well. I don't know if they've even realised that he's there. Has anyone... Nobody's ported back yet. Now they've just pinged it, and that is Chowster taking that turret down. There we go. He's took a base turret. Have they even realised they're going to continue pushing on? The inhibitor now, Nocturne has gone back. Suppress going on towards Vayne there. Vayne's come straight across. The damage going straight on towards Hotshot. Hotshot GG gets ulted by Jarvan. They're going straight on. The egg also popped. Special's going to go down to the tower. I don't know why he didn't port back. Maybe he dropped again. I don't know. Hotshot GG did take him down. They picked up the kill there. Chaos coming around. Oh, Chaos getting taken down. Jarvan is also in trouble there. And wow, he's been prisoned in nicely. He's going to try and take down Big Fight GG. Can he manage to finish Big Fight GG off? He's going to get Dragon Strike any second now. He's going to Demacia standing through. Dragon Strike does finish him off. Pops the slow. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from Warwick here, though. Corky, in the meantime, has escaped. Corky's actually going to cut across and maybe finish him off. No, Warwick is going to get the kill. He's going to strike. Demacia standing through. Yes, he will. He lives to fight another day, but he's not going to be able to.
He's going to run around the other way and try and die to this turret.
Will he
probably
die to the turret? Will it be enough time? I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, no. Warwick's going to get in there. He was able to Q him.
Yeah,
he was
just
able
get
to
the
Q
Q,
him.
yeah. Very close stuff. But let's not beat away from the fact that they didn't take the inner turret down and they lost a base turret. So Chowster really opening up an opportunity there for CLG.
Oh, wow, that was hilarious. Oh, man. I almost feel like he should have just died quicker so he can revive fast. He's just playing a game of cat and mouse there for a while. was fun to watch though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. So still the Nocturne's actually doing quite well, 302, the Vayne 414. Both of them are going to be really hard to deal with. Lots of damage whenever they jump in and decide to engage. But let's see. Alistar has no farm at all. He's just playing like support Alistar, which I mean it seems to be fine. It's just that yeah, they're just going to use him for the knockup essentially.
Yeah, so
It's funny though. You can play him like that. You know, you can play him as a carry, you can play him as a support, and you can play him as a tank.
he's a multi-purpose cow.
Yeah,
You can't milk him though. Can't milk those.
can't milk those.
Look at that, 71 hit points that tower. So that's just going to get someone to go up there and breathe on it. We'll take it down, but I think they're more concerned about the Baron fight again here, because CLG are not out of this one now. If they just proved if they can get another stack, which Anivia has just built along the top there, they could easily push on and take that open inhibitor. In which case they're going to try and bait him for a fight here. Hotshot's got to be careful. He's going to then get split away from him, which he's now going to go. Big Fat GG was possibly going to ward. Now he hasn't got any wards on him, so he's just going to back around the side. So they're kind of baiting towards Baron, but not really going for it. So this is going to be a very tense for next fight. I think this next team fight could well be the finisher.
Yeah, I think so. And the fact that they're so far ahead right now, and now they're only 2 towers down, but they're actually quite a far ahead in kills and whatnot. It's kind of interesting though that they're still far ahead while the tower's down. That usually isn't the case. So it just shows that both teams are so strong that they're able to keep themselves in the game in different ways. Usually CLG isn't the one who's ahead on killing towers; they're the ones ahead on kills and whatnot. But this game it has been different. So yeah, pretty. I think you can tell that the practice that CLG has been putting in has actually caught up, and it's really helping them a lot more. Where generally they kind of fall apart after a little while, but I think they're doing a really good job of sticking in there, and yeah, the next fight will determine pretty much the rest of this. If they continue to let Corki like AFK farm and push those towers, that could also be really bad for Team SoloMid if they're not able to deal with that.
Yeah, so it's a case of they just they've pulled together for an event as was the case in the World Cyber Games, and I guess they're split qualifiers, aren't they, for this year's World Cyber Games? In fact, it's massive. There's like 4 stages of the qualifiers, massive event. But yeah, so they are again baiting in and around that Baron, and we've hit that stalemate. This does sometimes happen in League of Legends, and it's really a case of when things are very even, which obviously clearly Team SoloMid feel they are now. They're so cautious. They had that big advantage, but they've kind of let it slip. They're still only a 4 gold lead. They have got fairly well fed heroes. Certainly the ones that need to be fed are fed. I mean, you just look at Corki. He's 0-2-0. He's not having much fun, but he's got 233 CS. So whereas you look at Vayne 414. Vayne is a killing machine right now. Nocturne 302. And all that fight happened when obviously Nocturne had kind of wasted his ulti. So if he'd still got that, then I think it almost certainly would have gone the way of Team SoloMid. He didn't, as it was. He obviously wanted to use that ulti, I would guess, to get onto Chowster. I guess Corki would be the ideal target for him to take out the.
Right.
He's like the anti-AD carry, isn't he? Sort of thing. Going to dive straight in there.
Yeah, he's
going to get
fairly.
so farm there. What's his CS jump into? Yeah, look at that. Another 20 or so farm he just picked up. Wow, and that's going to trigger the Baron fight.
Yep, they kind of let themselves sit like, hey, let's go back into farm mode. And Team SoloMid is keeping on top of the game here. It doesn't mean they're going to get this though. They could potentially lose it. I think that I'm looking at Corki on the minimap, and I don't know if he's trying to catch up to this fight or if he's wanting to just push or something. Yeah. But this could be bad. Looks like St. Vicious is going to go down, and they're going to chase down the Sona. See if we can get rid of that. Oh, nice flash. Avoiding the knockup, so she's going to be fine. And Hotshot GG getting destroyed by Chaos. So much damage going down. He just hit him once or twice and pretty much crit him both times. Took him out so fast. Let's see. Yeah, so Corki did get up there and in time to basically watch them run away. so he was not in that fight. That was good. That's good for TSM. They got just a small bit more ahead, and this is going to continue happening until CLG is able to cause TSM to make mistakes, which so far they have not, and they are playing quite well.
Yeah, they're not many times to caught out, and like you say, it was all about ChowStuh just going down that bottom. Just as soon as he showed himself taking his minions down, they're like, right, we've got enough time to create an opportunity for a fight. So they're going to pick up Dragon. I don't know why they all need to go down there. ChowStuh could probably take that solo in a couple of seconds as it is. He's pretty well fed up with the Manamune and Trinity Force there. So they didn't take the opportunity, the fact that they were 3v5. They didn't push on because they got knocked so low in hit points. So we've got respawns, and we are back again to a full-on standoff. 36 minutes gone. I mean, once you start hitting the what people are starting to hit level 18, there's 416s for TSM. We've actually got 18 and 17 Hotshot GG and ChowStuh, and a 17 Big Fat LP. So they're actually ahead in the levels, pretty much, apart from the fact St. Vicious is kind of behind. St. Vicious needs to kind of get himself off solo farming again. Look at that, ChowStuh's found himself another full-on creep wave.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of just hitting every single one of those creep waves. He's going to be really tough to deal with. He's already going for quite a bit of... Yeah, did they just get it?
No. They just poked for it, and I think they were more checking wards. And as you can see, neither team have got a ward there.
I was like, there's no way they got it that fast. Okay, so anyhow, the Corey's going to be really hard to deal with. He's going already for a lot of magic resist. He's going to be able to handle the Annie burst, and that's I think that's one of the things that has been kind of putting pressure on him. But that's not the true problem right here. The big damage is coming down from that Vayne, Jarvan, and from the Nocturne. So, and I say Jarvan, like, he's obviously going tanky, but his combo is very hard to deal with without any kind of armor.
Yeah, and he's got the he's got the Phage up there. I guess he's going to build up towards the Trinity now. I guess that's what he's going to go. He's got that Force of Nature, so a lot of regen, a lot of magic resist, obviously towards, I guess, Hotshot and Anivia there. So yeah, so it makes sense that he's gone that route. Yeah, like I said, St. Vicious kind of wants to find some levels here. He's desperately starting to fall behind. ChowStuh and Hotshot are hoovering it up in Anivia. I guess once they are in the lane, if there can be one single creep wave, and they'll just hoover it straight up. At the moment, minion-wise, you can see the bottom lane has got that stack in it, but I think that's going to kind of deal with itself. There's a big stack for TSM at the bottom there. Meanwhile, the opposite on the top. So TSM have got both lanes reasonably well pushed. So it's how... someone's going to have to go and deal with them in a few minutes. It's where they're going to stack up, because you see that top stack and the bottom stack are definitely TSM's. So I guess the top stack's not the problem; it's the bottom one they need to worry about. They can see they're
it is starting to snowball. You're right.
Starting to get in the position that they're going to take that ward down. They're just clearing out. They need to be very wary of the jungle. There's nothing. Yeah, there's no wards in there at all. They've just immediately replaced it though as soon as Java just took that one out.
They're trying their best to continue keeping up with that map control. The whole idea right now is in this stage of the game, it's all about that map control. So whoever's able to get caught in the jungle or
Top
get caught out of the
turret,
jungle, wherever.
So they'd be going top turret. I was sat there thinking when they were coming back down, why are they not going top turret? And then they
I could have swore they would know them. I don't know if they just didn't see them until just now, but yeah, I think they're obviously going to easily get this top turret. But if you look down bottom lane, what is this Corky doing? You see him? Oh, he's going for the inhibitor. He's going to backdoor that inhib. And so they're going to actually take an inhib, and that's going to be a really strong decision for CLG.
Getting absolutely popped there, and Annie went straight in. Flash Tibbers on him. Jarvan's jumped, actually managed to get poked out there, but Vayne's going to finish him off, and that's going to be a triple kill now, as well as that's going to be Big Fat GG getting popped. As meanwhile, that's 4. Yeah, all 4 going down for absolutely nothing. So, well, ChowStuh went down for the base, but I think he's now lost the game because he tried to backdoor it, but they're just going to continue on. Actually getting a wave of super minions there, ironically. So ChowStuh back in, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything to stop this push. They have a lot of attack damage, so both turrets are going to go down, and I think the Nexus will follow
That was an
20
amazing
seconds before spawn. So yeah, what a great attack, and really, I guess it was maybe triggered by the fact that they saw Chowster there. I don't know, but that's
The
TSM
thing
taking
is, that would have worked in solo queue because people would have freaked out, like, oh, they're in the Hibber, they're going to teleport out. But what TSM did was they said, okay, we have to engage right now. We will win the fight, and that's what they did. They dove that tower. They would have not have normally dove that tower. They dove in there and just wrecked them. It was such a good decision, and I have to say that that's why Team SoloMid is strong. Is they make the right decisions. And that's what we saw there. I like the different colors of these shirts here.
They look kind of. He's actually celebrating with Matt Marco there. I'm not sure that's quite how you really should be working as your esports manager for Riot Games. Congratulating one of the players like that. I don't know, but TSM actually looked quite surprised in their own faces. That they were like, "Wow!" He shot across the Rainman, and Rainman was like, "Wow,
Rainman,
did that just finish like
goggles,
that?"
Man.
Yeah,
he doesn't have his goggles. I don't know what's going on here.
So yeah, I guess we're going to get the interviews coming up shortly. But Team SoloMid now 1-1. They won one, lost one. In fact, everybody in the group won one, lost one.
Look at the viewers.
Yeah, so yeah, 180 something, 183,000, crazy. So everybody in that group now is 1-1 and lost one. So it's all about these last two games, which are going to run at the same time.
Exactly. So let's see. We're gonna be. I don't know which one we're gonna cover. I think I kind of want to cover Zan, but I mean,
no, it's going to be Game versus TSM now. I think.
Yeah, TSM and Game. So